again for the Lakers. They're going to be without Avery Bradley, who opted out to be with family and continue the fight for social justice. He will not be in the bubble. Rondo is gone for a while, till at least the second round. Those are the familiar five. KCP moves into the starting lineup, replacing Avery. The big thing for the Clippers, as most of you know, the bench is depleted without Lou Williams and Montrezl Harrell, who will not play tonight. Lexus Keys to the game and Stu.
25 minutes in the second scrimmage after 15 in the first. We'll see if that gets extended tonight. But again, they have to be smart. They basically have the 1 seed locked up, magic number at 3. And Frank wants to have a balance between them, really competing hard, but also thinking about the big picture.
We are underway from Orlando, and first possession belongs to the Lakers. Thank you, Mike. We will check in with you. Good feed under to McGee, and the little baby hook by McGee. And
I think they may pay for that down the stretch.
Again, a designated Laker home game. They're wearing the gold uniforms. Paul George uses the glass to score, and we're tied at 2. Quickly into the front court. Danny Green in rhythm, gonna let fly, and DG for 3.
And that's the one thing that you have to worry about, is another look at Danny Green dribbling into an open look. And he makes his first couple. Boy, he really gets going.
Lakers 2 for 5 to start the game. Clippers just 1 field goal attempt. They made it. Lob under to AD. Can't finish, but he's fouled. Free throws for the Lakers this year. He's the top free throw percentage shooter for the Lakers, which we'll get to in a moment. But while we have a second, here's a quick word from Moronga.
I mean, you don't want a 6'10" guy to outshoot you, and that's what Anthony Davis has been doing all season long.
And AD, game and a half up on the Nuggets, and to start the night, they were 3 clear of Utah. LeBron, the leading assist leader in the NBA, and he gets another one there to Anthony Davis, who rattles it home from short range.
Real nice catch and go. That first step got past the defender, and that's where you beat your defender, is with that first step. If you have trouble getting by on the first, you're going to have to pound it too much to be effective.
It's a career year for LeBron assisting. They double up on Kawhi, and Leonard's going to go to the line and shoot 2 in Orlando in the bubble.
When you're in the bubble, whether it's the seeding or anything, there's 2 ways to look at it. When you play the regular season, you want to get the best record, so you got home court. So you've got your crowd behind you if Game 7 becomes available. There's no home court for any of these teams. So in that respect, that part of it means nothing. The other thing you do with the seeding is some teams like to try to, fix their way around facing another team. That's the only thing that the seeding will do for you. And I don't think the Lakers or the Clippers are worried about facing anybody.
What a move by Davis. The spin, the reverse, the score. And the Lakers are up by 6, 11-5. And as we mentioned, the Lakers on track to be the #1 seed. Lay it up, another reverse layup.
Handle one-on-one. Paul George is an excellent defender, and then Reggie does a real good job of continuing with the dribble and going right around after he throws it into the post to Anthony Davis. He gets it back, lays it up, gets fouled. 3-point opportunity. Nice job.
Let's go back before the break, Stu. Coaches challenge the hands of AD, the leading rebounder on this Laker team. By the way, the Clippers have 3 offensive fouls already. The weave on top. The open man is LeBron. Here he goes. LBJ in space. Down it goes, and throw it down, JaVale.
Well, make it all happen, LeBron. Because of that dribble penetration, he opened it up there for an easy flush for JaVale.
That's good move inside by George. Get 5 to start the game.
As fast as they miss 5, they can make 5, though.
LeBron all the way in. No whistle. Now we get a whistle finally. They're getting hurt for Team USA in the summer to really get back into the rhythm, and it backed him up for a few months. His health and what he could really do on the floor. Well, the Lakers go.
Not quite like LeBron, but he's got to be aggressive with the ball.
Minutes are available in the backcourt. Are 2 of the top 4 in the entire league as substitutes.
Yeah, they really do a great job.
KCP tries to get it to Davis. We're going to get a foul. Go and talk to his coach. AD, you see that he leads the team in all the big categories. Do you know an outstanding educator in your community? If so, go ahead and nominate them for a chance to be named a 2020 Spectrum Sports Marquee Educator, presented by Shakey's Pizza. Now, a couple of lucky winners will receive $2,000 to help fund a brighter future for their students. Visit SpectrumEducator.com for more information. 4s across the board. 4-4-4. Former draft pick of the Lakers, but he was dealt on draft night. They're going to go back inside to AD. He gets it stripped away by Noah. Shamet has control of it. Now to the far side. On its way. Corner three is knocked down. And then maybe two.
Another look at the strip as he's going up for, you see Noah get nothing but basketball. Nice play. Had his eye on it the whole way and then ran the floor and gets the assist on the three. But that looked like a long deuce to me. His right foot, his toe on that.
Love what they're seeing will ensue for the NBA. Kuz on the outside. Kyle's going to let go with the three. On its way. Down it goes. For
step out. So he just left him with the shot.
Boy, if he can find his shot during this NBA re-3, then miss 9.
Was there who was someone yesterday or so questionable about playing with goggles or not, but he chooses not to use the goggles.
They leave KCP alone, and he goes right in and lays it in.
Just poor defense there. That was just 1-2 dribbles, baseline, and layup.
Yeah, Stu, you're right. AD was talking about how nice it was to get healthy after the 3 months, as that one's thrown up and in by Paul George.
Another look at Paul George, just off the dribble, just getting into the teeth of the defense and kissing it in off the window for
this season. Here he is forced all the way out on the perimeter on Shamet, and the Lakers take it away. Good defense by the Lakers, smothering defense. One and Kawhi had 27. All the way to the rim to throw it down with one hand is Reggie Jackson is running the show, picked by Patrick Patterson. And going to be a bumping foul on the Lakers. That means free throw.
Seconds to score themselves.
Reggie, 30 years of age, went to Boston College for 3 years. The 24th pick back in 2011. You might recall OKC. So many great West teams going to be jockeying for position here during these 8 seeding games. A lot could happen.
This is his first.
LeBron James.
Wow, nobody stepped out to make him change directions as he finally scratches.
So finally, LBJ on the board. We've seen that, Stu, numerous times this year where it takes him a little bit going to get the scoring.
Well, Kawhi didn't want to pick up the third, so he kind of opened the door, and nobody else back there. His first easy flush.
He's got big man Howard in front of him, and Reggie drills it from 3.
When you get that switch like that, Dwight should go out and force him to go one direction. Don't try to square him up, because he's going to yo-yo you then, but force him to go one way, and you can have a better chance of maybe getting the block.
Doing work. Howard, LeBron underneath, left hand to score. That's good work by Dwight Howard.
Yeah, good cut by LeBron. Again, the easy.
Shamet gets behind it. If it's going to be a goaltend on LeBron.
There's no that time, no communication as we get another look at LeBron possibly going to the basket.
That Reggie Jackson 3 a moment ago was the first made 3 for Clippers. Clippers 44-20, skimming the West, 49-14. The Lakers, again, Waiters. But he uses his body so well, Stu. We saw that during the scrimmage.
Yeah, he's got that type of body that can absorb the contact and still be under control.
Still only 28 years of age. And the Dion was signed on March the 6th.
What is Reggie doing?
That's a good give.
Yeah, they had a switch, and they had Kawhi Leonard out on the perimeter being defended by Dwight Howard and looked him off.
Patterson was in the key a long time. But he's going to have some playing time here early.
Wow.
And that one crawls over the rim.
That was Lakers. Open look again. The communications defensively, a little bit of breakdowns the last couple of possessions, and the Lakers have paid the ultimate.
Reach in and knock it free. Leonard with Kuzma once again hotting him up on the outside. Picked by Zoo on the outside. Leonard utilizes it. Corner the keys for 2.
Well, he gets the big in what I call no man's land. The big wants you to keep coming to him, and after the screen, Kawhi shoots the ball to some space.
What else is new? Leonard with 15 points. Kuzma on its way. Yes, sir. The triple for Kuzma. Still wrestling as they come to half court. Waiters goes through. Oh, the spin by Bubble Cheese.
Nice job of spinning the defenders with spin.
Basically the entire roster and using everybody limited minutes for the starters as George pulls up. And I asked Al Caruso if he thought anything.
4.5 to play.
They got a man advantage. They didn't take advantage. And
Danny Green, here comes the double by Kuzma. Open man, Morris. Here's a good three-point shooter, Patterson. Really good three-point shot.
tied a game on this possession.
Put down to Leonard, 51-48. So
if you're going to go to double, you got to go in a hurry, or else that's going to happen to you. Caruso flirted with going to get double team, but he never did commit. You got to get the ball out of Kawhi's hands when he's in that position on the floor.
3 Clippers in double figures. Leonard, George, Jackson. You saw that. Leonard with 19. Dump it down low to AD. Doubled up there. Sandwiched. Open man again is Caruso. They're going to give him the shot. Look like a give and go. But then AD with 2 hands to slam it down.
Just enough of subtle ball fake back to
game number 1 of the 8th before the playoffs begin. 3 venues all dressed up to look exactly the same, by the way. Here's Patterson, gets inside on Davis, and it's a 1-point game.
Well, he